That's a good phone. All right.
Looks like a new one.
So, and you don't have to say your name or anything like that. So really, what I'm concerned about is one, what was it like for you before this treatment? Where were you with your depression care?
Um, on the scale near the bottom, and suicidal and trying to. Well, I actually had a plan, but people depend on me, so it was hard to figure out how to do that with the people that depend on me, not knowing that's what I was doing.
Yes, ma'am. So it sounds like you
Crazy.
were just,
I was pretty tired of fight. I was tired of the fight. Tired.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Now, my second question was like you decided to pursue the ketamine, and what was the experience like for you to actually do the treatment? Because that's one thing that a lot of people are afraid of. What was it like for you?
Very afraid. And the first treatment that I did with my psychologist was just with the trochees, we call them. That was not a good experience, mainly because I didn't know what to expect, and it felt like losing control, which people in depression and so on don't like to do. But so it was a little bit difficult to decide to go ahead and do the IV infusion, even though I did look at the research that had been done, and the paper that my doctor sent me was helpful. But it was a really tough decision. It was very scary. But when you're out of hope and there's like one thing that might help, you want to try. So everyone here has been very helpful with walking through that process. And after the first treatment, I was good to let's do this again. And by the second treatment, I saw a major turnaround in my emotions and my enjoyment of my family, and I just can't express the gratitude for that without a little bit of tears, because it's been such a long time that I really enjoyed my family, and they're wonderful people. Yeah.
So that's beautiful, and thank you for being really real about how you felt.
Well, that's one thing that ketamine is doing, is waking up my emotions, not just the good ones, but it's been a good thing.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Now, my last question would be, what are some of the changes that you're seeing in yourself as you're starting to heal?
I have been very withdrawn for so long from people that it even includes my husband, and I mean we have had a very trying, on my part, relationship, and he's been faithful and pursuant, and I was at the place where I didn't even like to touch him with the withdrawal and I actually was able to playfully hug him the other day. Something came on the television about stuff they're doing with computers now, and he said, "They can do that?" And I hugged his neck and I said, "Honey, the world is passing us by and we don't care." It was a good feeling, and I was hugging my husband. So if you've never struggled with depression, you don't get that, but that was like, whoa, I haven't done that in forever. So it's been helpful, very helpful, with just my relationship with my husband.
Thank you so much for doing that. That was beautiful. And, I think we need to hear these stories too, because unfortunately it doesn't work for everybody.
Right.
And we're starting to treat a lot of patients now, and just hearing that story gives us gas in the tank to keep going. So thank you again. I appreciate it.
You betcha. Thank you. Who knew?